Hi there, my name is Matt Cole.
And I'm Brian Garrity.
And we are the producers of the Sexperts Podcast, and we have a very special returning champion. I'm just going to have to say one of my...
Hall of Famer.
Well, yeah, one of my favorite returning champions. Fuck everyone else who's been on the show. And we're actually going to... We just made a Hall of Fame just now. Thank you, Brian. Welcome back to the show, James motherfucking Roach.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is always so much fun.
Yeah, I was...
Mind if we call you motherfucking?
Well, my middle initial's M, so do with it as you please.
Yeah, he has a job, Brian. So he needs a pseudonym. So he's not James Roach. He's James motherfucking Roach. Nobody will ever know. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I was thinking again, not to inflate your head or your dick hole too much.
Not to butter your toast.
Not to butter your toast too much, because toast does need to have lack a little bit of flavor. But I remember the first time we recorded with you on the Sexperts, and I was like, damn, Brian, like we've had some good guests, but James is like, if we could have him on like once a month or something like that, like this guy is insanely funny, and everything you do is just hilarious. And I don't know, I think you're probably a tortured soul, but thank you for sharing your funniness with the world.
Thanks. That's very, very kind, especially coming from you two guys who are two of the funniest people I get a chance to work with.
Whatever you do, please don't heal.
What's that?
Whatever you do, please don't heal.
No.
Continue to be broken so that we can enjoy it on our podcast.
God, I think we were joking before I hit record about having a three-way Tinder profile, but I think we just want to fuck each other. So never mind the Tinder.
For those listening well in the future, this is day 817 of quarantine.
All right, let's get to you, James. What have you been up to in quarantine?
Oh, working from home, doing a couple days working at the office, playing a lot of video games. So that's
nice.
Cool. Watching, streaming all kinds of crap.
Yeah.
Trying to find something
to live for,
hold on to in life.
God, this is just a James Roach Power Hour of love. But you're one of the guys. If you recommend something to me, like I think we have similar tastes, but if you recommend something, I'm gonna go like watch it immediately. And sure enough, like I'll love it. I forgot what the last thing was about that, but we both like Doom Patrol. There was a movie that you recommended I watch, and I watched, and I was like, holy shit, yeah. But video games. Now, Brian, on the other hand.
Yeah, why have you still not watched Love at First Sight? If I say it's good, that should be enough for you.
I don't know. And in fact, like I started watching Mad Men. I tried to watch it a while ago, but I just didn't get through it. And then Brian, he was like, "We'll give it another try," and I am.
Oh, did you? You haven't quit yet?
I haven't quit yet. Yeah, I haven't quit yet. So what do you recommend right now, James?
Geez, I don't know. You heard about a show. This was a big hit for HBO, and I don't know if a lot of people saw it, despite it being a big hit. It was a little show started back in I think the late '90s. It's called The Sopranos. Hear about that?
I watched that since quarantine.
Yeah,
I was watching it at the start of quarantine, and I finished during quarantine.
Yeah, I'm watching my way through that, so I recommend that. That's pretty good. What did I watch? I watched the movie last night that I liked a lot. You ever heard of this movie? This is so stupid because it's not even like an especially great movie or anything yet. Just like, wow, that was good. Or something that nobody's ever heard of. Prisoners with the great Jake Gyllenhaal and huge Jackman.
Yeah, I did watch. Oh! It was about a kidnapped kid.
Kids are getting kidnapped.
I watched that. I watched that in the theaters.
I think solve the crime.
I think I watched that in the theater.
Good for what it was, and I like the director. It's the dude who did Blade Runner 2049 and was doing Dune and stuff. So it's like, wow.
Oh, okay.
Came from.
So I didn't know. But he did that movie before those movies, right?
Yeah.
So when I saw it in the theaters. I think I saw it with my dad, and I kept on saying, I was like, this feels like this director wants to be Fincher, like David Fincher, like this is a David Fincher thriller. And it's like he's really like aping his style, but I was like, even though I kind of see right through it, I still like the movie. And I was like, maybe I should check into what else this guy does. And then I lost track of him. But I love, Blade Runner 2049, and I can't wait for the Dune movie.
That's how I felt about you when I met you, but only it was David Bowie.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
I honestly didn't follow that one. I just woke up from a nap, but I didn't follow that one.
Like, I could see right through you. You were just aping Bowie's style.
Oh.
And even though I could see right through it, I still kind of liked it. And I said, I want to find out more about where this guy's going with this.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Follow this to the end.
Thank you. God.
I want to start a podcast with that guy.
I feel like scrapping this whole interview. I feel like we never.
What has anybody gotten out of it except that I'm watching The Sopranos and that Prisoners was a pretty good movie?
That we started a fucking Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
We broke news on this bitch.
What's this?
What about video games? Hey,
Sexperts Hall of Fame.
Have you ever played Dark Souls? I went through the entire Dark Souls series, except for the original Demon Souls.
Demon's Souls?
Yeah.
No, I honestly played like about 5 minutes of one of them.
Yeah. And
was like, this doesn't feel like it's for me. I'm just gonna watch. I watch like all the videos of people playing it on YouTube and stuff. Like, it's cool. I'm glad I don't have to play this.
I tried playing one of them like 3 years ago when whichever one came out, and I was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm not doing it. And then I just got into this like pit of despair. I'm like, let me like get further into a pit of despair. Like, what's the darkest game I can play right now? And it was Dark Souls, and it delivered.
I was playing this great game. It just came out like last week, called Carry On, whatever.
I think I've seen something about. Is it a 2D? Game?
Yeah, you're almost like the monster from The Thing.
Yes.
And you're kind of broken out of like the research institute, and you go around just tearing people to shreds and getting bigger.
Cool. Do you like it? Is it good?
And then I've been playing through all the Yakuza games because they're slowly coming out on the platform I play on. So I'm nice. On Yakuza 2. Just came out like last week for me, and I'm playing that. It's great.
How many are there?
There's like 7's coming out in the fall or the winter.
God.
So there's 7 right now because one of them's 0. But
yeah, the first one came out when Brian Garrity was in middle school, so that's how long it's been.
I'd like to thank you guys for being friends with me, even though we have nothing in common.
Yeah, I'm glad we could include you.
We talk fantasy football.
Please.
Something you and I have in common that Cole can't talk about.
Yeah. What do you guys got?
We got our draft coming up.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much set.
People were talking about whether we should cancel the draft, but fantasy football drafts were held during the Civil War, during World War II, and we don't really see a reason to cancel it this year.
So how is it different? Okay, no, see, I'm interested, and I'm a good interviewer, so I can ask questions about things that I don't know about. I'm a curious guy. How has it changed since like COVID times?
Well, so I'm the commissioner of this league, and that Brian's talking about, and
I just
added.
Win.
Yes, Brian is a 2-time champion of this league, by the way.
This is insane. He's never won anything in his fucking life.
Well, both years he won, he didn't draft his team. It was auto draft. So the computer drafted.
It's the equivalent of the office secretary who doesn't know anything about basketball winning the NCAA pool.
So that was frustrating, but he still had to pilot the team to victory.
Okay.
But yeah, so we've just added some more rounds of the draft, so you got a deeper bench, and we've added injured reserve slots in case somebody does get COVIDed.
We're just accounting for the fact that some of our team might not make it through the whole season.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't follow sports. You got me there, Brian, but I do follow like a lot of how they're trying to make sports into the pandemic land. It's very interesting. Like
you like sports more than you give yourself credit for.
Yeah. I like the Chicago
Because you
Bulls.
were really into the Michael Jordan documentary.
I love that. Did you?
I think it was called "Oh, What a Feeling."
I believe it's Last Dance.
No, I'm pretty sure it was "Oh, What a Feeling."
Oh, What a Feeling.
The Michael Jordan showed him jump up really high, and then they freeze the frame.
No, I think it's called "Swing Me." I think it was after the Sixpence None the Richer song.
Okay.
Swing me. Beneath bearded
like
barley.
Mike, the Michael Jordan story by Michael Jordan.
That's right. But I think if you plugged into sports during the playoffs and not during the regular season, I think you would find it. You would get it invested.
Yeah. Well, I do like. So I like the idea of the bubble system, but it's I did read one article that's like they're kind of going crazy, and they call the NBA players are calling it like they're in prison, and the only thing they do is just drink their asses off because they can't like get laid or anything like that. Like that.
They're in prison that you get paid millions of dollars to go to.
Apparently, like they're still sneaking in, women and stuff.
Oh,
and
shit.
There was like the media got like hold of a note that was like nobody snitch when our girlfriends show up.
Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't hear about that. That's fucked up.
I don't want to get sued by the NBA.
Hey, it's like the old saying, players got to play.
True.
And then the let's go to MLB.
Well, NHL's back too, and apparently they're doing pretty good.
I don't know anything about that, but I know MLB is fucking up. A lot of players are getting COVID left and right.
Yeah, they decided to just kill the Marlins. Apparently.
Yeah, is it a lot? A lot of players got COVID on the Marlins.
I think so.
17 or some shit.
Are you serious?
It was a significant number.
There's
coaches and players.
Oh shit! There's only 9 players on a team. How can that happen? Anyways, what about NHL? I haven't heard a thing about NHL. That's a sore spot for me too.
I think they're not fighting as much.
Oh really?
All the fights are verbal now.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to like touch people.
Wait, I can't tell you're joking or not.
I don't know. That's what.
Wait, okay.
I don't know either.
And they've got a built-in disadvantage because COVID survives in cold ice. Like if you get a test, the test is frozen and transported to the lab frozen. So you really don't want to be landing on the ice.
They do a core sample of the ring. My brain is deteriorating. I'm sorry,
I know.
guys.
Okay, the one thing I want to talk about comedy wise, because I know a lot of shit is just shut down and everything sucks and blah blah blah. But I was really happy, and we didn't get to talk about this before. I was really happy to see that you were part of the crew that was doing some of the outdoor shows. So I know it's shut down now, but and it's late. But congrats on that.
Well, thanks.
It seemed like a really cool thing.
It was, and they did. They went above and beyond of doing their best to make it as safe and still as fun and accessible as possible. Like they really did a good job with all the distancing, making sure everybody was wearing masks.
Right.
As far as drink and food service went, they did a great job there. But just when things were starting to look up, then they just started to look down, and that kind of had to stop for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, the show was a lot of fun. Best you could do at the time.
Yeah, and not only all the safety precautions, but and again, to build you up and float your boat, casting as well. Like I was looking, I was like, man, I wish I could be there. I was kind of being super, super duper safe, but so I didn't go to the shows, but I looked at the pictures and it was fear of missing out is what they call it. So I saw like you up there and like all kinds of superstars, Carrie Kruk and Jen Weir, obviously Brad and Sean. Seeing those shows is like they did right by casting because that would get me out to see James Roach.
Well, I made sure to wear my new cargo shorts for that show in honor of Brian Garrity. I got 2 pairs of those now. It's great. Love them.
Did you use your stimulus check for those?
Yeah.
I want to look that up right now. I want to see what the most like expensive pair of cargo shorts are. All right, that's the interview. See you later.
That's we got to cut this short because I got some Googling to do.
All right. Anything coming up in the future that we don't know about, or anything exciting? Movies, comedy?
I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I find some other hidden gem from 2013 and beyond. I want to share with you guys. Fucking some little movie called Titanic or Avatar might catch my fancy.
Fuck Avatar. Although recently I rewatched Legend, another release. Right? Avatar wasn't released, Scott. Never mind.
Another movie.
Yeah, fuck. But Legend was a good one. All right. Well, that's it.
I watched Late Night by Mindy Kaling.
Is that good?
If you were on a plane, it'd probably be pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. How are people gonna watch shitty movies nowadays if they can't?
I'm like,
be on a
I'm
plane?
pretty sure this is meant to be watched on a plane, but here I am in my living room.
All right. Well, it is always a pleasure to work with you, James. We look forward to getting back to the real world and watching you do funny stuff. And keep in touch and tell us what to watch and consume.
Yeah,
And let's talk sports.
As soon as they invent a vaccine and distribute it to 300 million Americans, we will be back on stage.
Yeah, I want to be on stage with you guys.
All right. We're on to the episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.